Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to a big old mess. This is the base that I was doing for the Cadillac Eldorado Brome build, and I did a video of starting this disaster, and I probably should have just posted it anyway, just to show them the stages. Well, maybe I will. Why not? Not everything is going to be a success, and obviously this wasn't. But what I did is I watered down some PVA glue and sprinkled some of this fine gray ballast because I didn't want it to look like I hand painted the ground in the final diorama for the concrete and everything like that. I wanted to give it some texture, and to be honest, it looked pretty good after I painted the watered down glue on. Went so far, sprinkled some stuff on it, and kind of followed it all the way to the garage area here. And then let it dry for a bit. And then you want to get the excess ballast off. And when I tipped the base over to the side, this whole part here, it was glued down pretty decent here, but it was all kind of splotchy everywhere where it did stick, where the glue obviously dried before I got the ballast on. Just a complete mess. And this here, which I must say is on there pretty well, because I took a scraper, as you can see, and started scraping some stuff off. But these areas here, I took some even further diluted glue, and dripped it so that it would drip on there, spread, and I've seen that done, and obviously I did something wrong there too, because it ended up looking like that. And it was actually worse than this. Where'd it go? I took my putty knife here that I used to spread the plaster, and I just started scraping all this off and decided, well, we'll just start over again. This is on there pretty good. I don't know. Hopefully after I give it a final coat, maybe I plan on doing it in sections with full strength glue and sprinkling it on, and then just letting one section dry, getting the excess off, and then doing another section, kind of like you would normally pour concrete or have expansion joints in it, because my driveway obviously has those because it's a long driveway. And I'm glad that I did the dropper and diluted glue on this side, because this is basically going to be covered by garage anyway from here on back. But yeah, what I plan on doing right now is doing like I just said. Lost my train of thought there for a second. That's what this channel's all about. Trying new things, and I've said it plenty of times. A lot of people that have done stuff like this for a long time and know what they're doing, they make it look really easy. And I obviously did something wrong, but it's not the end of the world. We'll continue on and see what happens from there. But I'm going to go ahead and just go from here forward in this video, and then I'll eventually do the rest of it in sections. And I probably won't show that in the videos, but I will show this section maybe being done. I'll think about it. And I might post that fail video, and I'll put it on there as, hey, this didn't work. And I've said it a few times, and it's in my channel description. I don't do how-tos. This is just me having fun building stuff and trying to encourage other people to do the same thing. Don't be afraid to try something new, is what I'm getting at, I guess. Not everything will be a win. And you'll learn stuff along the way. Which is always good too. I think where I went wrong is I diluted the glue. Could be wrong. More than likely I am. I am going to get plenty of glue on this time because I want these to stick. I think my main fail was that I diluted it and then I let it. It took me too long to do what I wanted to do, and I did this when I flocked the floor of the brome. Actually, I had to redo it because it didn't quite turn out right the first time. Oh wow, the glue. Little piece of something in there. There we go. Once I get this spread out the way I want it, I think I'm gonna hit it again with another layer just to make darn sure that we got good coverage this time. And I diluted it because I didn't think it was going to spread good, but yeah, this is straight out of the bottle and it's doing just fine. Doing just fine. And then we'll just do a thin layer over the whole thing. I say thin layer. When I say that, I mean just spread it all over the place. I don't really want ridges in it. The good thing too, I was able to salvage most of what I sprinkled on here originally. I'll let it settle and flatten out a little bit. And get this out of the way because I don't want it to get stuff in it. Yeah, that spread out actually pretty well. So I noticed that when I took a sheet of paper and dumped some of this stuff in it, I was able to spread it better by just kind of folding the paper up like this. And then I just kind of did a back and forth sprinkling motion. A little more consistent. I want to make sure that I get it completely covered. A little bit of contamination, it looks like. But then again, concrete isn't a perfect consistency usually. Must be a little piece of my plaster. As you can see, I did break a little bit of the corner off, but we're going to have static grass there, so not the end of the world. All right, maybe one more layer. Yeah, before I took the dropper to that, it actually looked really good. And since we're going to be able to salvage most of it anyway, I'm just going to go over the whole thing again. Just to make sure we don't have any spots that are missing some. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and let that dry. The glue laid down pretty flat, so I'm hoping that when it dries and I tip it over to knock off the excess, it'll actually look the way I want it to. So, take 2 for the road and driveway. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.